They look ordinary during the day, but when night falls, the air changes. These are 5 real places that locals refuse to step foot in after dark, and for good reason. Some places aren't meant for nightfall. There are places in this world where the air feels heavier, where silence doesn't mean peace. It means something is listening. During the day, these places seem harmless. Tourists take photos, locals pass by, and nothing feels out of place. But when the sun goes down, stories begin to surface. Unexplainable sounds, shadows where there shouldn't be any, and that deep, instinctive feeling that you are not alone. Tonight, we're exploring 5 real locations that people, locals, travelers, even the brave, agree on one thing. You should never visit them after dark. Stay until the end to find out which place is so haunted you shouldn't even go there at daytime, and let us know in the comments if you already have visited a haunted place. Aokigahara Forest, Japan's Sea of Trees. At the base of Mount Fuji lies one of the quietest places on Earth. Aokigahara Forest, also known as the Sea of Trees. Dense, silent, and almost unnaturally still. Even birds rarely sing here. Locals say that compasses go haywire in certain parts of the forest, spinning endlessly, as if the trees themselves are confusing the magnetism of the world. Hikers have reported hearing voices calling their names, soft, familiar, as if someone they loved was whispering from just behind the trees. The deeper you go, the less sunlight you see. Every path looks identical. The forest absorbs sound, turning footsteps into muffled echoes. Rangers often find colored ribbons tied around trees, left behind by travelers who were afraid they might never find their way out. And at night, they say, the mist thickens. Shapes move between the trunks, quiet, slow, and always just at the edge of your flashlight beam. The Hoia Baciu Forest, Romania's portal of light. In the heart of Transylvania sits the Hoia Baciu Forest, often called the Bermuda Triangle of Romania. Locals claim strange lights float between the trees at night, spheres of pale green or burning red that hover without sound. Scientists have tested the soil here and found abnormal radiation levels in the center clearing, a perfect circle where no trees will grow. People who enter that circle describe feeling drained, dizzy, or suddenly forgetting why they came. There are photos taken here, showing human-like figures made of mist. And the strangest thing, electronic devices fail the moment you step into the center. Cameras shut off, phones lose battery in seconds, compasses spin. Visitors have described hearing laughter echoing in the distance, though the forest is completely empty. Whether it's electromagnetic energy, something interdimensional, or just folklore, one thing is certain. Locals lock their doors when the sun sets over Hoia Baciu. Poveglia Island, Italy's forbidden ground. Just off the coast of Venice sits Poveglia Island, a small patch of land with an enormous past. It was once used as a quarantine zone during plague outbreaks centuries ago. Later, in the early 20th century, it became a hospital, where patients claimed to hear whispers coming from the walls. When Italy officially sealed the island in the 1960s, locals began to report strange sights from across the lagoon. Dim lights moving through windows, echoes of bells long removed, and shadows standing on the shore, vanishing when boats approached. The Italian government has banned entry without permission, but thrill seekers still try to visit by night, often returning shaken and silent. One group in 2019 claimed to hear the sound of a man's voice singing softly from the old bell tower. Even though the tower's bell was removed decades ago, even the fishermen avoid sailing near it after dark. They say the waters around Poveglia whisper. The Pine Barrens, United States. In southern New Jersey lies a million-acre forest known as the Pine Barrens. It's peaceful during the day, full of winding trails, sandy soil, and the scent of pine. But when the night fog rolls in, the stories begin. Locals speak of something they call the Jersey Devil, a creature with wings, hooves, and a scream that chills the air. There have been hundreds of sightings since the 1700s. Farmers have found strange tracks in the dirt. Drivers on empty roads report hearing something heavy land on their car roofs. And campers tell of glowing red eyes watching from the tree line. The Pine Barrens have a strange way of distorting sound. A whisper from 10 feet away can sound like it's right beside you. Many hikers say that once the sun sets, the forest becomes disorienting. The trails seem to move. Even GPS often fails, as if the woods themselves don't want you to leave. Leap Castle, Ireland's restless fortress. Deep in County Offaly stands Leap Castle, one of the most haunted castles in Ireland. Built over 700 years ago, it's been home to betrayal, imprisonment, and countless dark rituals. Visitors have reported doors slamming on their own, cold spots, and unseen figures moving across candlelight. But the most chilling stories come from the Bloody Chapel, where an ancient chamber hides something even darker. A small stone pit discovered during restoration, filled with countless human remains. Since then, locals say the castle has never been truly quiet. Guests claim to see a shadowy figure with glowing eyes, known as the Elemental, drifting near the chapel stairs. Even paranormal teams have been forced to cut their investigations short after hearing unexplainable growls and whispers. During the day, the castle is a museum, but many visitors described weird voices and shadows lurking in the corners. But at night, even its caretakers refuse to enter alone. These places are real. You can visit them if you dare. But the people who've walked their paths after sundown all say the same thing. Something changes when the light disappears. Maybe it's imagination. Maybe it's energy left over from centuries of pain and memory. Or maybe some places are simply awake when the rest of the world sleeps. So if you ever find yourself near one of these places at night, and the air suddenly goes cold, don't ignore that instinct telling you to leave. It might just be the only thing keeping you safe. Subscribe for more creepypastas and eerie tales.